So here's the first of 9 videos to look at number patterns questions, all the different types you might encounter in the exam. So first of all, we've got a pattern that goes 6, 10, 14, 18. So clearly it's going up by 4 every time. It's an arithmetic sequence. So first bit of the question, predict the subsequent terms. So just 4 more every time, 22, 26, 30, 34. So let's do that and get rid of that. So let's try and think about, well, the first bit of the question, write down in words any patterns you see. So that could be anything as simple as the L numbers are all odd, the L, not odd, even, the L numbers are all even, and could be L goes up by 4 every time, by 4 every time. So that's that bit of the question answered. And the fact that it goes up by 4 every time gives you a big clue that there's a 4L somewhere in the rule. So if we think about, 4N somewhere in the rule. So if we think about what 4 times n would be, so 1 times 4 would be 4, 4 times 2 would be 8, 4 times 3 would be 12, and so on. So it gives us a pattern that does go up by 4 every time, but it's not the one we want, because the ones we want are all 2 more than the ones we're getting from that. So 4n plus 2 gives us the numbers we actually want, 6, 10, 14, 18, and so on. So algebraic rule, so you've got to write it out in full. L equals 4n plus 2. Then the first bit of the question always says test your rule. So in the IB exam, test your rule means to check it works for one of the values they actually gave you. So for example, for 3, when n equals 3, my rule says L equals 4n plus 2, L equals 4 times 3 plus 2, L equals 12 plus 2, L equals 14, and 14 was what we had in the table, so we just make the comment, this matches the value in the table. So that calculation with that observation should give you the marks for testing. And then verifying is doing almost exactly the same thing, but just for one of the higher up values in the table where you made a prediction for what should go in the box. So for example, when n equals 7, my rule says L equals 4n plus 2 equals 4 times 7 plus 2 equals 28 plus 2. So L equals 30, and 30 is indeed what we were expecting from the table. So we make the observation, this matches the value in the table, matches the value. Hopefully your writing is a little bit neater than mine in the table. And of course in the exam you'll be typing this in the, can't get it on the table, there we go, and that should get you the marks for that. So that's just video number 1, fairly simple arithmetic sequence.